Today we are going to be making some sweatpants. They're not technically sweatpants, they're an elastic waistband pant, but we're going to be modifying them. This is technically my sewing homework. All my instructions are in Dutch. What you're going to need is materials. You need 205 centimeters of fabric. So today we've got some very thick sweatpant material. It's a fleece that's lined on the inside. Very cool pattern. Some cording, it's optional, but I found some really cool stuff. And some elastic. I'm also going to modify it by adding pockets, as the design doesn't originally have pockets, and us girlies, we need our pockets. Especially sweatpants. I can't imagine sweatpants without pockets. How dare you? Never make sweatpants without pockets. It's a sin. It's a sewing sin.
Wait, it's a nunchuck.
This is my old and trusty pocket pattern. You can also just look it up online, but typically what you'll want to do is take your pattern and make sure your hand is comfortable inside it. And I'm pretty sure this pocket already has a 1 centimeter allowance, along with some of the pattern pieces. So let's get started. Step 1. Now, normally you'd want to pre-wash your fabric just because it could shrink. If you have like super stretchy fabric, I typically would do that. So we have a handy dandy page here that tells us we likely want to place everything like this. Now, this sewing pattern already has 1 centimeter on all sides, 1, 1. This pattern also has a bunny ear style waist tie. We're not gonna do that. This symbol right here means we line this up with the fold. I think I want to make my pockets out of a different material. I think this will be quite nice as a pocket. Oliver, get out of my trash. I'm just gonna switch these and then I'm not wasting any material. If you have weights, you can put them down on top of things. You can also trace or pin. As you can see, the pattern shifts and sometimes you will need to adjust. I like writing these down just so that you know which pattern piece it is, if they're very similar in shape. I like to do a few pins here and there just to make sure that the two sides stay intact. Sometimes I like to play around to see, could I make a cargo pocket with this? Maybe. Since this is the fabric for the pockets, I honestly don't care if it's wrinkled or not. We're gonna cut out 4 pocket pieces. It's day 2 of the project, and we've pinned and cut out everything. We just need to finish basically pinning stuff together to sew it. Ah! Now we're gonna take this to the sewing machine and... Oh no, it might not reach! No, please reach, I need you to reach. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm repinning this whole thing because it bothers me that it's not lined up. It is good to fix those before sewing them in place or else you're in trouble.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
Sometimes it's just better to recognize your mistakes. Sewing is about being humble and accepting that no matter how many times you sew something, it's still probably gonna turn out shit. The perfectionist in me hates sewing, but the masochist in me loves it.
I'm not a masochist.
Are you sure?
Yep.
The instructions say to do a centimeter in on all sides, which is pretty normal because the pattern came with a centimeter allowance. So we're gonna sew this and then iron it. I'm going to do a zigzag stitch on both of these together. Oliver, you're getting literally under my nails. Here, you want this back? Oh, you're just so cute. So cute. Oliver, you better not step on my pedal. You can't do sewing. I'm sorry. 1 down. 2 down. So now it says we need to sew the opposite end of the leg up to the crotch. So I'm going to take my piece. Oh, that would be so cool. I almost have the pieces lined up. In case it's better, I'm just going to do straight stitch on this side. I'm a dum-dum. I forgot to put the pockets in this. I kind of lost my seam ripper. We also have to measure where we want the pockets. Really gotta find the seam ripper. I believe I may have truly lost it this time. However, I do have these. Oliver, do you know where my seam ripper went? No? Okay. Hey, progress.
2 hours later.
I think we're ready to attach the pockets. Is sew down a little bit into the pocket, sew back up, around, and then down and back up. I put this in the machine the wrong way. It's fine, everything's fine. This keeps falling on me. And I stabbed myself. The moment of truth. I'm just gonna sew that closed a bit more. This side, it's looking pretty good. Okay, our pocket is pretty lined up. Looks pretty good. I've got some Berlin chaps. I've got some sweatpant chaps. There's a gap. You like my chaps? What do you think of my chaps? All right, let's sew these together. Now for the most mind-boggling part of this whole ordeal. Connecting the 2 sides of the pants. It's truly a Tetris player's dream. I've done this once before. That doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. And since the instructions are in Dutch, and my Dutch isn't perfect, we're just gonna look at the images and hope for the best. This is what we're looking at. Wait, do I put one pant leg inside of the other? Schijf, beide, broekspijpen in elkaar. Oh, okay, so I'm putting something inside something. Not like that. Met de goede kanten tegen elkaar. Okay, I know what that means. That means with the good sides together. So we are putting a pant leg inside a pant leg. Okay, good side with good side. So we've got seam to seam. Don't believe we are sewing along this line. I just want to make sure that everything is perfectly lined up. And I'm gonna split the seams open. I'm gonna keep those in, but I'm gonna take these out so as to not confuse myself. So we've pinned along this side. We're locking it together with the zigzag stitch. This is thick.
Damn, boy. He's thick!
Ow, stabbed myself again. I'm just trying to see if it comes apart at all, because I want to make sure that I don't get a hole in my crotch when I'm walking around. That would be embarrassing. Oh no, I found another hole! Okay.
Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama.
Oh. Now we have this weird abomination. One leg. Let's turn them inside out and see if this made pants. Okay, one leg. Oh my god! Oh my god! Behold! Pants!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Now we're gonna put other stuff on them and make them actual pants. No! There's a hole in the crotch already! I worked to prevent this. Did I miss a step? Am I also supposed to do a straight stitch? Work to raffle hand and salmon meant an overlock. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna go over that part again. Wish me luck.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm so happy to be sewing this again. Wait, where's the hole?
That's what she said.
Ah! Oh no, my finger's stuck! I'm gonna have to do a straight stitch. This does not seem safe at all. I just have to... I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do a straight stitch because I don't want to go out in public wearing these and then have the crotch open up. Make sure you secure your fleece, guys. I'm gonna do a 1/2 centimeter because we're dealing with crotchal activities. This part ain't gonna be fun. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, we've done a 1/2 centimeter around. These better be comfy ass sweatpants. It's the sewing insanity. It has gotten to me. I just looked straight into the light bulb. Okay, what's next? The waistband. We did that, and now we're here. There's lots of words on this, and I don't know what they mean. Here's my elastic. Yeah, it's gonna fit nicely in there. Wrong side facing outward. I guess I line these up. But why would I sew it this way? We don't want the seam on the outside. Unless I'm doing a French seam. Oh my god. It's under the part that looks like it says it's optional because it has a red dot beside it. I'm going to pin and sew. Ow! Oh, I stabbed myself again. Hey buddy, I need some puppy love. Hi. It's like, I want to see what you're doing. No, you can't have needles. You can't eat needles. I'm sorry, it would hurt a lot. Okay, so we're just gonna do straight stitch on this one. So we're turning it right side out now. 3, 4. We're folding up in. Got that, everyone? Up in. And you put the pants inside. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. We're doing this, it's happening.
Okay, it's happening.
We gotta line up everything. This is gonna be really thick going through the machine.
That's a thick ass board!
I can't even pin this. I found 3 clips. That's all I have. Hopefully that is all I will need. I can barely get my clip on it, it's so thick. Not only do I have to clip it, I have to make sure everything is perfectly lined up. We'll just pin the rest. And then we're gonna leave a space open in the top of the waistband to put the, oh, I forgot. I don't have grommets. and sewing. I sewed the hole and the thing doesn't fit through it. No! I don't know. Do you think you could shove it through? Oh, thank you. The husband prevails. Never lose your elastic. Mijn vingers zijn dood. Zijn wat? Dood. Huh?
Tomorrow.
We are on the last leg of our project. I also lost my seam ripper. So we had to wait a day for the seam ripper to arrive. This isn't a seam ripper! No! Behold, the pants. Let us start at the end of the leg hole. We're going to do a zigzag stitch along the top. I'm not trying to overlock it, I just want to secure it because it's a stretchy fabric. Now we can fold it in on itself, and we have a cuff leg. So that's what happened here with the pants on the end. I'm going to cut some of this just to get rid of the bulk at the halfway point, making sure not to cut into the seam. And I'm going to fold these open. Then I'm going to line up this seam open with the seam like so. And then we'll take the halfway point and line that up with the other seam. So we have our two sides, and then we do the same and get the halfway points, and then a little bit of rouging maybe. My God, this is so scary. There's so much fabric in here. How am I supposed to get it through here? Okay, we're gonna take that off. Apparently I have to stretch out the cuff as I'm doing it, but the inner fabric just doesn't even line up with it. Oh my God, this is too thick. This is so thick. It's going through smoothly, actually. Okay, I can fit this around the entire thing. I mean, my foot has to go through there, so it obviously has enough stretch. Oh, this is so stressful. After I do the straight stitch, I'm gonna go back in with an overlock zigzag on the edge.
2,000 years later.
That was by no means clean or easy. Please tell me this will look good. Okay, if you look right now, there's a ton of ruching on this side, but like none over here. Honestly, I think it needs some elastic inside. That was so stressful. We are going to take a puppy dog break. Sit. Good catch. Hey, bud. How's it going on the floor? Oliver, what are your thoughts on global warming? Oh my God, you're decapitating it. Oh my God, Olifant is almost no more. Boop. Thank you, I feel a lot less stressed now. Back to sewing. Now we need to finish the other side. I stabbed myself again. Ow! Ugh. I'm fine. Oh my god, I see the finish line. The final thread. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no. No, you are going to be lined up. I'm gonna burn it. Burn it all. Burn it to the ground. No! It's fine. I'm just going to do an overlock stitch, zigzag stitch, and then we're gonna try them on and we'll see if it's a success. All right, this is a lot more evenly spaced out and you can tell. Let's go try this on. They're so cozy. They are long enough to have all the way up here, but until I replace the waistband, I probably won't wear them this way. And as you can see, the pockets are down here when they should be right up here. So I think this is something that I will change eventually, but maybe not right away. I'm probably gonna put elastics in the bottom as well, but something for a later date. I really like them. So if I have them lower, but then I really can't, I have to hunch to get my hand in the pocket. Thoughts? Comments? Do you like how baggy they are? They're like a wide leg pant, but I added a cuff to the bottom. My dog just banged his head straight into a cabinet. How did you do that, buddy? The brain cells on that guy. I think all in all, the project went well, but things that I learned, obviously, pockets always go basically attached to the waistband. And if you're working with a very thick material, I would prefer to use a thinner material for the waistband. I really like how soft the pockets are. I think the jersey is a good choice. I didn't end up finishing the edges on the inside. This waistband was an absolute nightmare. I cannot tell you how annoyed I was. I would not recommend this device. I used this to clamp the elastic, and that allows you to like pull it through. It's quite secure. It detached somehow inside the pants. The other thing that I didn't do properly was the holes are not completely centered in here. I didn't account for the 1 centimeter along the bottom of the waistband. What I would recommend is know your fabric, test things out, give yourself plenty of time to learn. I'm not gonna wear these for basically a whole year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to follow my sewing journey, please stay tuned. My goal is to become a famous fashion designer, and I would like to have a line of my own clothing that is both functional, beautiful, and vintage. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching! I made sweatpants today! I made sweatpants all over, and they're quite comfortable. Look, I can do a squat. No! Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Your white hairs are gonna get all over these black pants, aren't they? I love you so much, buddy. Yeah. And they're covered. You wanna play? Alright, let's play. Say bye to the people of YouTube. Goodbye.